Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you? It's your girl Lexus. Thank you for coming to my channel, Becoming King Lexus. Um, Today I'm doing a story time. Well, tonight it's like in the middle of the night, early morning. But I'm off tomorrow, so I want to make sure that I get a live in. Um, I wanted to do a different story time, but I don't want to be on here too long, maybe like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know if anybody that has seen my videos remembers me saying that my camera just stopped working. That's why it was like kind of like a pause in my upload. Because as soon as I started, really doing it, it's like my camera just stopped working. It was something. So now that I know that I can go live right now, I'm just gonna use the live to, put up content. Um, what was I about to say? I wanted to really be doing like vlogs by now. And I'm still gonna do vlogs. I may just have to do them on my phone. I mean, I just may have to do them on my phone for now and not do. You know, I'm gonna get my camera fixed or either get another camera in Jesus' name. But right now, I'm just doing what I can because the last video that I posted, it did pretty good in a short amount of time, and I'm really happy about that. I'm really thankful for that. And I appreciate. I think I got like 6 subscribers, and I'm happy about that. That's progression to me, you know. And I have some really deep story times that I want to tell you guys, but I'm also trying to figure out if I want to tell those now or if I want to wait till I got like more people on here or until I'm finally monetized. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to have to retell certain stories, but it's some stories that I want, like some story times that will be very candid that I want to talk about. But I'm just trying to like kind of pick the perfect timing in which I want to tell it. But today my story time is just gonna be how I became fat, how I gained weight. That's what my story time is gonna be because I um I said on one of my past videos that I have never been this big before. Now since I started a different job, I have lost a little bit of weight, but I need to lose more. Um and I'm happy with myself as a person. But when it comes to my weight, I'm not really supposed to be this size. I mean, I never been big. It was actually hard for me to gain weight for a while. And I do feel like my past addiction played a part in my weight gain because when you going through an addiction and you trying to hide things from people and then people start finding out your tea, your truth, you know, you start feeling like, oh, you know what I mean? Like you want to gain weight once you get sober, you want to gain weight to like almost like prove a point that you healthy or prove a point that you're doing well or that you're not taking pain medicine no more. It's weird, but that was a part of it. Like when I really, really got myself together, I was in Philadelphia and I actually attempted at sobriety like 3 times, but my third and final time was in Philadelphia, and I do feel like it was because there is different from here where I am, where I was born and raised. In Philadelphia, they make you do 3 groups, 3 hours a day, 3 times a week. Wait, three. Wait, let me say it again. They make you do a group 3 days a week for 3 hours each time. It used to be even more than that, but they went down to 3 instead of 5. But in those groups, it really made me open up, and it really made me open up, and it really made me not feel alone. It became like a happy place for me. I was in Philadelphia alone. It was just me, my son, and his dad. Yeah, I ended up getting my own place, and I ended up like getting stronger mentally, And when I came back home, I never went back. I've been doing great ever since. I stayed in the same program. I'm doing really great. But I feel like one of the things, like a point that I wanted to prove was like, oh, I'm gaining weight. I don't know. It was like, and it wasn't like anybody was saying, oh, you skinny or you look bad or nothing like that. It wasn't like anybody was saying anything like that. But hold on one second. it was Cash App, but I'll look at it later because it's gonna distract me because I cannot see, girl. I gotta get my readers. I have some readers, but I think I left them at work. But anyway, I want to stay on track. Um, yeah. So what I was saying was that like it's not like anyone was just like, oh, you are too skinny, you need to gain weight, whatever. No, it wasn't that. But it was just like I don't know. It was just like also another part of me gaining weight is the fact that I did stop. That is a big part of me gaining weight as well because I started eating more. You know what I mean? I started enjoying cooking more. Like, and then when I came home, we were in a pandemic as well. So now I'm eating and I'm cooking, but I'm not working because for one, I had a small child. He's 5 now. He's school age now. But at the time, I didn't trust daycares. I had, got my life together for the final time. The first time was before I was pregnant with him. It was actually even before I met his dad. The second time was when I was pregnant with him. When I was pregnant, I stopped taking the pain medicine. I went to my doctor and told my doctor what I was doing, that I was taking pain medicine before I found out I was pregnant and that I wanted to have a healthy baby. So the doctor and myself, we worked together to make sure that I had a healthy, amazing pregnancy, and I did. And the doctor was actually so impressed with me that the doctor asked me to do a YouTube video for other moms that dealt with it. Isn't that crazy? Because I actually always wanted to do YouTube even before that. And it's crazy because now I'm actually doing it. And even my doctor wanted me to do a YouTube video, but I didn't do it. Like, I was too insecure. I don't know. Because I wasn't even, some of the things that I'm insecure about now, I didn't even have those problems then. I don't know. But I'm here now and I'm not going to stop. I'm not letting nothing stop me, nothing or nobody. So anyway, the doctor wanted me to do a video about it, but I ended up not doing the video. But once I had my beautiful son, then like I started going through postpartum. Me and his dad started not working out, and I started letting that be a reason for me to go back. And I also feel like it was because I didn't do it for myself. I did it for my baby while my baby was inside of me. So once my baby was not inside of me anymore, I feel like it wasn't for me. So I ended up going back, to taking pain medicine or whatever. But the third and final time, I did it for myself. I did it for me. Nobody else. Nobody else but me. And I feel like that is the biggest thing. And when people tell, people who are going through things like that, when you first tell somebody who's going through that, like you got to do it for you or you got to stop for you, it doesn't register right then, especially if it's something that causes them to be physically sick. It doesn't register right then. It honestly feels like you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I want to do it for me, but I feel like this when I don't take my medicine or take pain medicine or whatever. So I was just so happy that I looked up and I realized like I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for me. I was actually like taken aback when I went up there too, because it was like literally anybody who I would make an acquaintance with at the facility that I was going to, at the treatment facility. It was an outpatient facility, right? But it went from becoming a place that I had to go every day to being a place that I look forward to going to every day, because I was going to be able to talk about my problems. I was going to be able to get, certain advice from certain counselors or leaders in the in the facility and everything. And the acquaintances that I made sure to not make any friends with anybody who was still doing stuff like that. Like anybody, and in Philadelphia, they do more than just take pain medicine. They go to like the other levels where they like some of those people like actually, inject themselves and everything. And I thank God that I never did that in my life. I thank God that I never put a needle in my arm in my life. And that would never happen to me or my children in Jesus' name. But what I'm saying is that shocked me too, because I felt like, oh my God, everybody who doing that say that they started from taking pain medicine. So the acquaintances that I did make there, I made sure that it was people who were doing well and who were on the right path. And I actually miss those people so much. I would say their names, but I can't because that's like breaking a HIPAA law. I think that would be definitely breaking a HIPAA law. But it's three women there that I really, really miss. And I hope that one day, I can like come in contact with them again, because I moved away when the pandemic started. It got really bad. Think about it. In the pandemic, New York was like the Mecca and California was the Mecca. And we was in Philadelphia. So I came back home because of the riots and everything too. I will tell a story time about that riot, because it literally, I don't know if anybody ever seen the movie Mississippi Burning, but it was like Mississippi Burning. That's what it felt like when we were having the riots in Philadelphia. But anyway, so with that being said, I started eating a lot, and I would say that I was still in somewhat of a depression, but it wasn't to the point where it was making me want to go and use or numb myself. Like, it was things that I talked through, but then when I came back home, I feel like I didn't want to go out or go anywhere because I was afraid that I would backslide. I was afraid that I would mess up like I did the other two times and just say F it if something goes wrong, and just go back and start doing it. And a lot of people like that go through that, especially that have family members and everything. Like, not only does the person have to change things, but the people around you have to realize and understand your triggers. They have to understand, you in a different way. And I feel like when I came back, I just kind of like locked myself in the house. I really didn't go out anywhere. I didn't do anything, just because of that reason. Like, I didn't want to go. Like, the people who I was hanging around, they didn't take it seriously, like, because they were still doing it, like, as far as friends and stuff. So I just literally got to the point where I said to God, after something happened, an incident actually happened, right? And it was like life changing. It was like a life changing moment in my life. And I remember just praying and telling God, I don't want a man. I don't want no friends. I just want to be a great mother to my children. I want to stay on the right path. I want to do what I need to do to get myself all the way on my feet to where I want to be. Um, and that's just for this chapter in my life right here. So, like, some people may think that you might need a man to be happy, or whatever, but I don't. I actually have found myself, happier just getting to know myself. Finally even doing this right here. I wanted to do this while I was in my past relationship and the one before that, but it was a lot of things going on. It was a lot of toxic things going on. And with me having the time to myself to get to know myself, love myself, learn what I like, learn what I want to talk about, being able to speak freely without having to worry about your partner censoring you because them being afraid or ashamed of something that you went through. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel like I gotta hide my truth because of what my partner gonna say or feel. If the person who God sends into my life when it's time, and trust me, it's gonna be God saying it's time, not me. Um, they're gonna have to take all of me, and they're gonna have to love and respect all of me and my two boys. And I don't have a problem with that. Like, I'm so over people saying like stuff like, get a man as a dig. I was in a room on YouTube the other day, and somebody said something about getting a man or something like that. And I just feel like, sisters, my black sisters, my white sisters, my Spanish sisters, Asian sisters, women in general, y'all, we don't have to have a man to be happy, and a man doesn't have to have a woman to be happy. That's actually some codependent stuff. And that was a part of my problem in a lot of relationships that I was in, that I took abuse from. It was because I was dealing with like codependent issues, because I felt like I needed a man. I needed to start a family. I wanted, and I was thinking with my heart and not using my brain and my heart. But all of these things that I'm touching on, like, I'm gonna talk about them again more in depth. This one is about weight gain, but I just really wanted to make sure that I did get alive. I really appreciate y'all, like how y'all came and viewed my video. And shout out to Jaguar, right? Because it was her name that really made people come and click and watch. So I really appreciate Jack and TJ for the time that they did give me, and the interview that I did do with them. I appreciate that, and I appreciate them being open with me. And but I'm not gonna like all of my videos are not going to be just based on, somebody else. I want my channel to be about me. I want you guys to get to know me, because it's gonna be different content that I'm putting up on here. Most of my content is gonna end up being vlogs, but I'm doing a lot of story times now, so you guys can get to know me, so you know who you're watching in the vlogs, and it'll allow me to be more open with y'all. Because to be honest, another thing is when that video went up, the last video, a lot of things have happened in my life. Like, it's like crap starting to try to hit the fan, but I feel like that's just, the enemy trying to, I feel like that's the enemy trying to make me stop, or trying to bring down my confidence, or trying to bring me down, period. And when stuff started trying to hit the fan, and I saw, the amount of views that I got in a couple of days on that video, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure that nothing stops me, no matter what. Nothing's gonna stop me from making sure that I post content, and making sure that I focus on my passion as well. I do have to, work my job, because it's hitting the fan and I got bills to pay and things to do. But I want to make sure that I am giving my dream my attention as well. And that's a promise that I made to myself and God, and I feel like, I've been praying about this. I've been wanting to do it. And I'm just glad. I'm so thankful, and I'm so glad that I'm in a place where I am doing it, where I am doing it, and I just hope that the people who do tune into this channel take me as I am. you know. There is some things that I want to do. Eventually, I want to start a foundation. Eventually, I want to do a lot of work in my community, and I want to help a lot of women, that have gone through what I've been through. And I feel like it's going to take me to be brave enough to speak about some things. It's going to take me being brave enough to say, listen, this is embarrassing, but this happened. I did this because I was going through this. And you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like right now, what I'm talking about, how I got fat, like I say fat, but it's overweight or whatever. Me just talking about it, me wanting to just talk about it makes me feel like, Lord, somebody, whoever is going may need to hear this, because that's another thing. YouTube helped me in those ways. It's certain YouTubers, I don't like to say their names because I don't want to feel like I'm like clout chasing off of their names. So I don't know. I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna ask her. I'm it's a YouTuber that I call a sister, and she called me her sister. But I don't be knowing if she want me to mention her name in videos, because our relationship is like outside of YouTube. Like we really close, but it's not through us like being on YouTube together. If that makes sense? But she gave me a lot of advice on this, and before I ever even had a camera, she was encouraging me to do it. I would tell her how I felt and everything, and tell her that I was ashamed to come on camera because of my weight gain. And I'll never forget her saying, like, girl, you are beautiful, like, do it. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even believe her at that time. I was so depressed at that time. I didn't even believe her, because what I didn't mention yet is that once I did get myself together and I came back home, something happened that made me depressed. I just never got depressed to the point where I relapsed. I didn't relapse at all, even through the depression or anything. And God is good. I'll talk about that maybe one day. But anyway, back to the weight gain stuff. So I don't know if you guys know, ever have, know what being anemic is. Not sickle cell anemia, but being anemic, meaning your iron is low in your blood. So when my iron is low, I crave certain things. When I was pregnant, I craved cornstarch. Now, when I ate the cornstarch when I was pregnant, I stopped for like almost a year. But when I was in Philadelphia, I met somebody who ate cornstarch, and I started back eating it. And it took a while for me to stop eating it. And then with me being sober and eating cornstarch, and it being a pandemic, so I'm not really having to go nowhere like that, not having to move too much, just being at home with my son, that cornstarch really made me gain a lot of weight. It really made me gain a lot of weight. So I finally stopped eating cornstarch, like, I want to say like a year ago. Was it a year? It's been at least a year. It's been about a year. And I feel like my body, I just need to continue what I'm doing, like going like the job that I work. I walk and other things like I'm doing physical things with the job that I'm doing. So that's cool, but I need like it's not a lot of physical work. Like it's like not like working like a man would work or in a plant or anything like that. Um, but like I may give people tours of the property or things like that. So I do walk around a lot at my job. But I want to actually work out. I'm gonna start working out 3 times a week. Whether that be in my house and me watching something on YouTube to work out to it, or me going to the local gym that I used to go to that I grew up in that we love. I don't know if I'm going to mention that gym yet because I don't know how this YouTube thing works. Like I want to talk about it, but I don't know yet. I got to seek a little bit of advice on that one because I'm so open that I don't want to put myself, my family, or my job or my life in jeopardy. But I do want to vlog my life, so it's gonna be like a lot of stuff. Like a lot of people wouldn't want to talk about that. I'm just gonna talk about, and it's like, why do I feel? Why would I want to hide? Like I don't feel like I should have to hide anything because I have good intentions. My intentions are pure. My intentions are not to come on here and hurt nobody, troll nobody, make nobody feel bad. So I don't have no reason to hide my identity because I'm proud. I love myself. I love who I am, and I'm just bringing you me. I'm just laying my heart on the table and saying this is me. You can fool with me or you cannot fool with me, but I'm not coming on here to mess with nobody's mental health or to troll or to do none of that. Like I could be doing that if I want to, but I don't want to do that. Like even if a situation may trigger me to want to do it, at the end of the day, I don't want to do it. I've been through too much, and I so little stuff like it don't get to me the way that it used to. You know what I mean? If somebody say or do something wrong or run afoul of me, you know what I'm saying? Vengeance is the Lord's. I learned that, and I say that all the time now because I do truly believe that what someone does to you is their karma, but what you do to them in return is your karma. I 100% believe that. So that's why now I'm just like, vengeance is the Lord's. God have mercy for they know not what they have done. And I just move on with my life. So I don't really feel the need to hide certain things that other people will hide, like my job or where I go work out at or something like that. Like, well, I wouldn't want anybody stalking me though. So I mean, something like that, maybe I get it, but I don't know. I'm not supposed to be talking about that right now. I'm just basically saying that when I gained weight, it didn't happen overnight, but I didn't see it until it was like it felt like it happened overnight. If that makes any sense. Like I was eating cornstarch, cooking all the time, you know. And at first it was just like, oh, you getting thick. Oh, my booty coming back. Oh, and then it was like, okay, I need to start wearing my waist trainer. And then it was like, my facial structure changing a little bit. Then it was like, oh, my hands. So it was like I didn't see it all at once. I saw it like no, I didn't see it gradually. I saw it all at once. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I am happy though because I wish I would have actually took a before picture because I'm already starting to lose weight a little bit. But I am gonna try to take a before picture tomorrow because I'm really gonna do this and I really want to show my journey. I don't know, like I know one of my favorite YouTubers used to use it was a brand she used to use that ISO tea, I think. I know people who use that. One of my favorite YouTubers did. I may do that as well, like find a product to use, like so that maybe I can get a sponsorship once people see how much weight I lost on my own. You know what I mean? Through working out and eating right. So I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into ISO tea. Is that ISO? ISO tea. I'm gonna look into that and maybe some other things, but I'm definitely excited about it. I do have another story time that I want to do, but it's gonna take longer than this time that I'm on here now. So I'm gonna plan it out and write down some key points that I want to write down, and and go from there. But I know it's gonna be a longer video. But I hope that you guys, got the point from the video, that I'm doing tonight. Mostly I just really wanted to make sure that I pop up and show my face and do a live and have a video for y'all, because the 6 people that subscribed, I appreciate that. Because I had like 30 something and now it's like 40 or 42. So I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. That means a lot to me. That makes me feel good. As a matter of fact, when I was on like a little hiatus from YouTube, somebody hit me in my DM and Instagram and asked me when was I posting another video. And I was like, that's what's up. Thank you. Because I was in a place at that time where I wasn't putting it on the front no more. I was kind of starting to put YouTube on the back burner again, because something had happened to like hurt me. Like, when I say hurt me, I mean hurt my feelings. So I kind of just like put YouTube on hold again. But like when somebody hit me in the DM and was like, when am I making another video? I was like, dang, that's what's up. Cause you think nobody care when you got 5, 10, 20 subscribers. You think like nobody don't miss you or care, but it meant a lot for me, for her to encourage me and tell me to keep going with my YouTube. So you know who you are. If you see this video, I really appreciate you. You really, really, really don't even know how much I appreciated you for even saying that, because it made me feel wanted and it made me feel like my mission is being accomplished. So yeah, I got a lot of content coming up for you guys. I'm gonna plan it out and do it in a way that makes sense, so that I can start getting to these vlogs, so that I can get to these vlogs. I might do some reactions too. It's a video about Jay that I really, really, really want to do, but I don't want to just, what I'm saying, I don't want to fall into uh a thing where it's just all about, Jag. I love her to death. That's my girl, man. Her and TJ, shout out to y'all. But I want to, also remember that, this channel is about me, and my opinions will be sprinkled in here and there. But it's some YouTubers like one of my, the YouTuber that I'm close with. She can do a video about anything. It don't matter what she do it about, because we know her story. We know her. She came out telling her story first before she was talking about, anything else that's going on YouTube. And also because she got a beautiful heart. Her heart is pure. Her heart is beautiful. And so you know what I mean. So like, she's building her platform, but she can literally do vlogs if she want. She can do a video about something that's happening in pop culture. She can do a video about something that's happening in court. She can do a video about narc awareness. She can do a video about going to therapy. And see, those are the types of things that I really want to talk about too, because I've experienced them. I want y'all to know about my worst experience with the narc, dating a narc. I want y'all to know about, the times that I have, suffered abuse through SA or anything like that. I want to talk about those things, because we can't bury those things. We gotta let them out. We gotta let them free. We gotta release them, and we gotta, become ourselves and be happy with ourselves, be happy with all of our flaws. I'm happy with all of my flaws and all. I am going to go in depth and give you guys a story about my teeth as well. Okay? I'm going to do that. That might be my next one. That might be my next one. Because I was looking at that video that I did and I was like, but yeah, it'll probably be my next one. It'll probably be my next one. It's late. I hope that, that y'all see this. I hope that, that my videos continue to go up. I'm gonna continue to grind. I'm gonna continue to strive. I might do live sometimes at work. And I'm definitely gonna talk about my experience at my previous employment. I do want to talk about that. Not the job, not the place I work currently, but the place that I worked previous. I do want to talk about that. So I'm planning to do that soon as well. But yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate you for viewing this video. If you here, please leave a comment, like. My Cash App is up there because I need it, not because I want it. But the thing that you can do, if you can't Cash App me, that's fine. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. That is even better for me. Is if you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. video. Help me get monetized. Help me get pushed through the algorithm. Help me to get on my journey of like, being open and telling my story and just starting. It's so many things that I want to do, y'all. I literally got a vision board that I'm looking at right now. It's so many things that I want to do. And I can see it slowly coming into fruition, because it's like fruition. I can see it slowly coming into fruition, right? And if you haven't ever done a vision board, do it. It changes lives. It will change your life. That is very true. I thought like people was just saying this, but no, it really will. It really will. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I need to find my reading glasses, y'all. It's horrible. But y'all have a good night or a good morning or whatever, whenever you send this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, please. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.